to it.
Thanks, everyone. So in the last 1 week, we have seen a drop across all channels, at least on social. So we had seen peak after when we announced the Liberty demo and we announced Liberty. So it's been 2 weeks since the Liberty has gone live. So as for the stats, right now on Discord, we have had 222 new members compared to last week's 900 or like more than 900 members. So that's around like 70% drop. However, it's still higher than like all the other or the whole. So we hoping like we're planning more activities to keep this growing up. For Telegram, again, we have only 138 new subscribers compared to last 2 week. It was 514 and 217. Again, this is just compared to the last 2 weeks. That was, and if you go back a month, previous like the whole month has been lower than 50. So this is still a good number compared to that. And on Telegram, so that is related to the channel on that is related to channel on group. We have had 123 new members in the last 1 week. So it's only been 2 weeks for the Telegram group. So there's no chart for that yet. We like I'm just saying the numbers, and as soon as we have enough data to compare, like let's say 4 to 5 weeks, we'll have a graph for that. For Twitter, there's around like again more than 65% drop in new followers plus impressions. So in the last 1 week, we have had 577 new followers and 170K impressions. That's for YouTube. The numbers like very small growth in the both areas. New 41 new subscribers and 834 new views. Also, there was nothing live on YouTube. We in this last previous week we rolled out. We created a content video channel and we have rolled out a content contribution form. We have in got inputs in the last 1 week. So starting tomorrow, we will then. So tomorrow there will be one video going live, and like in the upcoming week, we plan to make sure that we keep posting and publishing videos for YouTube. That's about it.
Hey all, good evening, good morning. Thanks for joining. With respect to blogs, we published one for last week. That is by Yash. So please go through that. Please promote that on your social media channels. And then this week, so we will start looking into publishing more blogs starting this week. And with respect to blog page views, it has slightly gone down like other metrics, as Chandresh mentioned. It's not bad still, 611 is a pretty good number. And you can find the top performing blogs at the bottom right. That's it from the blog point of view.
Thanks, Subbu. So exit metrics, so similar to all other trend, since last week was the highest. So this week almost the second highest overall. So we got around 7,445 traffic. And in terms of search, as per second highest, like 1,426 search traffic. Newsletter subscribers, growth is good. So this week we got around 339 subscribers. Again, it's just an organic thing, not a major push actually. So organically we got around 339 subscribers. So in terms of website traffic, as per the previous week's trend, so it's balanced across the channels. So display 25%, direct 25%, social 21%, organic 19%. overall it's a healthier share here. So would like to keep up the same trend. In terms of liberty metrics, you can ignore this chart. There's some issue with the numbers, so we will get back with the revised numbers. And just because of the reset in the middle of last week, numbers have changed. So we'll get back with the exact numbers here. Then in terms of number of developers, week one, like last week, 4 developers, and again this week around 4 developers. So totally 8 entries overall. For the metrics side, going back to dos.
Everyone. When as Ram sorts, I'll just start. Uh, in the last 1 week, like so coming to one social media platform, for Twitter, we have to start more spaces, events, rather than like including the regular content we have. So been working on it. We've been trying to create spaces in more languages. So yes, last week I think Kannada community did post it. However, I think it was not announced till last minute. So however, like upcoming spaces, we'll also make sure we post it on the Shardeum Twitter. So that's the one thing to do. Second is for Discord, we haven't had any engagement activities. So we have already been working, like as a marketing team, we have been working on some kind of reward, like figuring out a way to reward the community right now, even like before the token generation event happens. So we're still figuring it out, like if we can do it in stable coins, or we can do it in NFTs. So once we have planned it, so this the goal for us is this week to finalize a reward plan for all the like not all, but like let's say whichever contribution are helping us out, like rewarding them. So that's so that will be include that will also, so that's one thing. And also in creating some Discord engagement activities. So that's the two things. Third, coming to YouTube, like we mentioned that we have already started taking in videos, and we have already reviewed some of the videos. So we'll start also publishing them starting tomorrow. For YouTube, the goal will remain that for the next for the upcoming couple of months, that we keep publishing videos on the relevant topics that we have. Apart from that, on YouTube, we will also have live regularly. So over the last 3 months, we have only had live for an announcement. So going forward, we'll also have live on certain topics with Omar and Nishil. So that is something me and Priyanka are working on. We'll update as soon as like we have something finalized for the upcoming weeks. That's about it for now. Thanks.
Okay, about my activities. So, starting off with, we the AlphaNet landing page, the Liberty page or the website, as you would have seen, that needs some fine tuning based on feedback received from every some people within the team. So we will incorporate those changes. So that's number one, and we wanted to complete by tomorrow. We want to get that updated. So Chandresh and myself will be working on that one. Coming to blogs, yes, that's a business as usual process. New website content. The FAQ page, is something which I just marked as complete. Out of 9 pages, separate pages, 6 are complete. and that includes the FAQ, which I just marked as complete because FAQ is we just have, it's a living document. We will continue to add FAQs as and when we get relevant information. So brand assets, privacy page, those are the things the design team is working on. So that will be done pretty soon. Then adding content in developer documentation pages. So this is with respect to there are, if you see the developer documentation page recently, we've added a couple of things like release notes and important notices. So out of which important notices, we are notifying folks, we are notifying developers that there will be in the future through the Liberty AlphaNet, BetaNet, so the network will be reset, in which case if there is a full network relaunch, please use your judgment to pull out your data from your dApps and applications. So it's like it's a long-term message, right? Permanent message that will these resets will continue to happen. So that is complete. Release notes is something someone was asking actually from the community, like the change logs. If you did that to change logs, so any updates that are being made. So for example, once the community reports in bugs, the developer team looks into it, works and updates them in the next releases. So that's what we mean by release notes. So we want to get a up-to-date version on a weekly basis. So that is part of the developer documentation. If you go through that right now. Initiating Liberty discussion on Reddit. So Reddit is one of the media where I believe crypto related, Web3 related topics are being discussed at a large scale, right? And that's one place where we can get a lot of mileage in terms of visibility. So I want to get started with that. I think I'll get help from people like Greg and others in the team. And of course, we have some community members who are already part of Shardeum group on Reddit. So we will make use of their. So we need to kind of create all these discussions on various channels. We see that on LinkedIn, Twitter. So I want to kind of initiate that on Reddit as well, especially with respect to at the AlphaNet. And the collaboration, the hard hat truffle documentation is completed and worked with, I believe, the person Shailesh, I believe. We worked together, and Dan also implemented the documentation. Likewise, hard hat documentation that will be implemented by this week, probably in the next 2 to 3 days. So you can stay tuned on that one. Liberty outreach. Yeah, this is a server that we created recently with about 10 to 12 people. This is, we just started last week. We just want to see how we can promote and how we can onboard developers to Liberty successfully. So of course we are not going to do any kind of shilling or something like that. No solicitation. Just saying, okay, we have Shardeum, we have Liberty Network AlphaNet. We'll give the benefits. We'll tell the benefits. And we'll invite them to be part of the net. Will be part of a marketing outreach, but necessarily from the marketing team, but it's more from the community side. So of course, but we the community and the core marketing team will be working together to make sure we all succeed. It's all one and the same. I mean, whether it's community or the marketing team. So I'm just getting help from community to kind of do promotion from there. So we'll, of course, we will keep adding more members. Whoever is interested, please let us know. You can also join and contribute. we will open up to more people. We just started, so yeah. I think that's it for now from my side. Ram.
Thanks, Subbu. So last week, majorly I was concentrating on the new website launch. So finally, launched the new website and the blog site. So got few feedbacks on the like on the UI issues and some content thing which Subbu is coordinating on that. And as Subbu mentioned, so working on a few updates on docs, Shardeum ORG. So just I was working on the coordination part. And weekly newsletter number 7 has been sent on Friday. And there are a few hackathon, like I had a chat with hackathon organizers in India. So got few ideas and shared the same with Greg here. And the next one is host, like the FAQ bot team. They need a hosting space, so just gave access to the team. So also we are working on the prioritization of the pending pages. So like Super Shardeum language, community page and newsletter and the pending bug fixes, everything we are aiming to complete by 13th May, the web team. And the docs new landing, they are aiming to complete by 18th May. So the majority of the pages hopefully will be live by 13th. So it means live in the sense it will be ready. So after testing, it will be live in another 2 to 3 days. So hopefully by 18th, we could see all the pages. Then in terms of ads, so I was running few ads and monitoring that. So the last week that I launched a new ad and was monitoring performance for the last half days. So performance was not great in terms of conversions, but reach wise, I could see a good number of reach. So started another campaign today. So targeting all the inventories like Discover, YouTube, Gmail, display and search, everything. So let me run this for another 7 days and see the performance here. Yeah, that's all. That's all from my end.
Hi everyone. There are a few updates from the contributor/community. So we've implemented the combat bot on our Telegram group, and it's going good. So Uvam has been working really great there, and yeah, so shout out to him. A few projects reached out to me for developing on top of Shardium. So like I have directed them to Shahzad, Priyanka, and others. So I think they are in talks, and so most of like a few of them have already been granted some grants from Cardano Foundation and Ethereum Foundation. So I think we should leverage that. Apart from that, there is this so ether we were discussing about having some contacts with etherscan to have uh, uh, our own chain developed, but the thing is we have already developed something for us, so block explorer for us. So I will be again contacting with them because they have this huge audience, so I think that will help us. And yeah, that's it. Subbu, I'd just like to get the link that you have created, the outreach platform. So if that is something you can.
Yeah, sure.
And one more thing. So like, should I ask you guys this here or like personally? So there have been few launchpad projects who have been reaching out, and they're like, we want to list SHM on. We basically want to get you some funds from by listing us there on our platform. So it's like that. So is it too early for that, or I think we should start collecting these things?
Yeah, Swami can answer that.
Yeah, so I think we can kind of engage with them closer to our mainnet launch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So yeah, that's it from my end. If anybody else wants to add something, Shubham, Harsha, or others, please.
Nothing to add. Thanks.
No, Swami, any updates from your end?
Yeah, sure. So with regards to the fundraise, we are finalizing the allocation by this Friday, and over the next 2 weeks, we are setting the infrastructure in place to kind of begin collecting funds and close the round. And other than that, we submitted our FINMA ruling request, just last week to enable SHM to be qualified as a utility token with the Swiss financial market. Those are the updates from my end.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Swami. We can end the call then.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks a
everyone.
lot.